All right, now that we've got all of the doors and windows and door and window labels, tags taken care of, we're going to go ahead and get started on the bathroom and kitchen fixtures. One thing that I noticed in the last video that I forgot to do, and I just wanted to acknowledge that I forgot to do it, was to set these on the proper layer. So if you click on these, you can see I put them on first floor notes, and then when you take a look at my second floor, I put them on there on the second floor note. So I just wanted to point that out. I did forget it in the first video, or the previous video that I just did. All right, so I'm going to come over here to first floor, and we're just going to work on the bathroom and kitchen fixtures. So what it says over here is draw the kitchen base cabinets on the cabinet's base layer 24 inches from the wall. Excuse me. So is it... first floor, oh, there it is, cabinet's base. So I've set that layer current. I'm going to do my offset command, and I'm going to offset those 24 inches. I'm going to do my down arrow, though. I don't know if you know about this, but it's a cool little trick in AutoCAD, is if you either type L for layer, or you can do your down arrow until you get to this option. We're going to go to layers, and instead of offsetting with the source layer, which would mean even though my current layer is cabinet's base, it'll still make it a wall. Instead of making it source, I can make it the current layer. So when this new 24-inch offset happens, it's going to come in on the right layer. So cabinet's base, I'll offset there. Let me take a look at this floor plan here just to kind of show you what it is that we're doing. So I've got this base cabinet goes for 8 feet, and then I've got this kind of raised bar that's another additional 3 feet. So in order to do this, I'll just come over here. That 8 feet is from the interior wall, so I'm going to offset 8 feet here to here, and then offset again 3 feet here to here. Actually, before I do that, let's make this line. It's supposed to be a 5-foot bar. So let's click into this grip, press tab, and let's make that 5 feet. That way, when we do our offset, it'll already be 5 feet. From there to there, just draw a line right there for now and trim to this line. Perfect, so that's looking good. Notice on this bar, I'll bring this back over. On this bar, it says there's a 1-foot radius right here. So let's just go ahead and do that. Fill it with a radius of, fill it with a radius of 12. M for multiple. So we've got that 1-foot radius in here. We've got our base cabinets looking good. We need to do the upper wall cabinet, so let's change this to cabinets wall. This time we're going to do an offset of 12 inches from here to here. And, excuse me. All right, so we do we have a line right there? We don't. So what we need to do is maybe I'll just do it this way. It says in the notes that these cabinets need to stop 4 inches from the wall. So I'm just going to kind of do this, draw a line here, and I'm going to offset it to 4 inches. I said 4 inches from the wall. I meant 4 inches from a window. So they stop right before they get to a window. Erase out these guys. And now I can just trim to get my upper wall. Actually, I'll do the fill it with a radius of 0 here. All right, so I've got my upper wall cabinets looking good, looking good. Bring that back over. I think I've got everything taken care of as far as those things go. Oh, I do need to get that little hidden line in there. So it does say something about that. The base of the bar, shown as hidden lines, is 4 foot long and 1 foot wide. The bar is 42 inches high. We don't need the height right now because we're not doing the elevations, but a 4 foot long and 1 inch wide line. So maybe I'll just go ahead and take this to perpendicular, offset it 6 inches on either side. Well, let's get it to be the right size. Press tab, that should be 4 foot. Now I'll offset it 6 inches in either direction. And even though this isn't an upper wall cabinet, it's still a dashed cabinet line, so we can just leave it on that layer. That way it comes out looking right, and it's still on the cabinets layer, and it's dashed like it should be. All right, so that looks good. Base of the bar, cabinet elevations. So it does, this little slide right here is just what I'm looking at, making sure I'm doing all of this. Now it says to use Autodesk Seek to search for the sink and the stove and the refrigerator and everything. You could do that. Autodesk Seek has a lot of blocks, and I'll show you how to get to Autodesk Seek, but I did provide you with a tool palette that has a bunch of blocks that actually fit this space. So to get to Seek, you could do Insert, Design Center. Takes a little while. This guy's going to open, and this is it right here. You can click on Autodesk Seek, and it takes you to this massive website. You can search for a kitchen sink or whatever, and it pulls up all kinds of models. So it could be 3D models, it could be 2D models, it might be Revit files, it might be AutoCAD files. The problem is you're going to be sifting through thousands of blocks, which is great if you're really needing that much variety. But for what we're needing, we just need some basic blocks to put in here, and I don't want you to have to spend forever looking for this one block that fits perfectly. So what I did is if you look in the shared directory in that 2419, which we copied over from the beginning of the semester, there's actually a tool palette that I gave you. So if you just open up your tool palettes, and how we get to that, close out both of these. We'll go to View, Tool Palettes, and that opens up this guy. Right-click anywhere in that gray area, and we're going to go to Customize Palettes, right-click on any of these, and we're going to say Import. Navigate into your 2419, Unit 5, and you can see cabinblocks.xtp. So I imported cabin blocks. I now have a tool palette. Close. There's a ton of blocks in here, but at least we've got what we need in here. There might be a few extras that we don't need, but it's at least good to get started. So what we're going to have to do is insert a sink, refrigerator, stove, and then we're going to come into the bathroom. We're going to do the shower. We've got to put in the commode and the other sink. We'll just draw this little linen right here, a little linen closet. We could do that right now, actually. So, actually, it doesn't even have a dimension. Let's wait to do the linen closet until we get that sink put in, and then we'll know where to center that linen closet. So, unfortunately, for some reason, the pictures don't come in with these guys, but we're going to come in here. Let's put first floor. Do we have like a first floor plumbing? Or appliances? Oh, here it is, appliances. All right, so there's appliances. Let's go find the refrigerator. We've got the back door. We've got windows. Ceiling fan. Toilet. Single oval sink refrigerator. Here we go. So we've got that right here. We're just going to rotate to get it to fit. Move it in. You really want to kind of move it not exactly on that corner, maybe just move it 2 inches. So move it down 2, over 2. Just kind of put your refrigerator in there. Let's see, what else do we need? There's a stove. I wish I had little pictures to go by. Smoke detector. What else is in here? Oh, here's our sink. I can bring that in. That would actually be on the plumbing layer, but since I found it. And we'll just kind of move it. I just wanted to have it centered on that window. Change you to plumbing. shower stall. Let's go ahead and put plumbing. Move that right into the corner there. Bring in that Imperial toilet. This is actually just one of AutoCAD's blocks. I don't care which one you choose. We'll just choose elongated plan. That'll work. I'm just going to line it up on that wall and then move it out a couple of inches. So that looks good. I am still looking for that stovetop. There it is, oven range. So appliances, got this guy, we're going to rotate him. Again, we'll just kind of move him into the corner. Move him up 2, over 2. Alright, so that looks good. My kitchen's done. I'm almost done in here. Now what I need to do is just draw in my lavatory. Not the lavatory. Yeah, the lavatory. So center the kitchen sink. We did that. We did that. Cabinet elevations. These are the cabinet elevations. These are going to come in really handy when you're doing the section view. But this is us standing in the kitchen, looking at the window. Over here's the bar. So when we do our section views, we'll come back and look at that. It's good to know, though. So the lavatories are 31 inches wide, 19 inches deep, and 33 inches high. We don't need the height until we're doing our section views again, but 31 by 19, it's a good number to know. So we're going to do first floor. No, this is just going to be a base cabinet. 19 by 31. Move this guy right here. Copy it. Up here. And I think, didn't I see something that looked like single oval sink? Oh, how cute. I could have just used this guy. So let's delete these guys and we'll just use that. Copy you into this corner. Move you into this corner. Alright, for the commode, we did that. Linen cabinet, 24 inches wide and 12 inches deep, and center it between the lavatory and the shower. So 24 by 12. And it's an upper wall cabinet. Cabinets wall, rectangle 12 by 24. Move it. We'll just move it from the center, and then we are going to snap mid between 2 points. Right between those two. So now our linen cabinet is right where it needs to be. I'm going to save my work, and that's it. I've done my kitchen and my bathroom.